Good morning. This is the voting hearing before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, May 4th, 2023. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional testimony accepted this morning. We'll begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. Item number 1, MYN Corp. doing business as Dublin Pub located at 7 to 9 Stoughton Street in Dorchester. Date of the incident, October 7th, 2022. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Thank you, Danny. The testimony at the hearing was that this was something that escalated once the two people were removed from the licensed premise and went outside. I don't think there was anything that the licensee could have done to have prevented this. It happened very quickly. I don't see a violation.
I didn't see a violation as well.
I agree.
Item number 2, Cardona's Inc. doing business as Barney's Grill located at 299 Havre Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, January 21st, 2023. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, a bottle, patron on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A.
The bartender's reaction. So this was this started with a patron trying to leave the licensed premise with a bottle, and the staff was trying to prevent that from happening, which was the right thing to do. This escalated and got out of control. I believe the staff overreacted. I believe their reaction was not reasonable. But I don't think the initial reaction could have been prevented, and that's what they were written up for, patron on employee. The patron started it, but I do believe this is an opportunity for us to request that the staff be retrained and have our rules and regulations reviewed with them in Spanish on de-escalation and retraining. I think that's where there's a missing piece there. Had they been written up for something differently, I might have found a violation, but I don't see a violation here.
I agree completely.
I agree as well.
So no violation. Is this a correspondence from the board to request a retraining and reviewing our rules and regs?
Yeah, I would like to put in the correspondence a request that their son, who speaks English and Spanish, review the rules and regulations with them.
Great, thank you. And
Someone who can translate.
yeah, we can work with neighborhood services and language access office to get that correspondence translated into Spanish for them as well. Item number 3, Lolita Boston LLC doing business as Lolita Cocina and Tequila Bar located at 271 Dartmouth Street. Date of the incident, February 6th, 2023. Assault and battery, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And assault and battery, patron on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Thanks, Danny. They did submit video. I could clearly see the fight in the video, some of the fight. I think it continued off camera after they were leaving the area, but it was hard to see who was staff and who was patrons. I could not determine from my reviewing of it exactly who started it. The testimony was that they believe they could have handled it differently. They have since let the staff who was part of the aggressor go, and they've retrained their staff. It was just very unclear to me exactly who started it, whether it was the patron or the employee. I don't know if you guys have much more to add right now.
What I was troubled by with the testimony, and I agree the video doesn't really clarify all that much, and I think more happened off camera. And I think the testimony supported that more happened off camera with the patrons falling and getting injured and stuff. What troubled me the most actually is what led up to the pushing and shoving, which they kind of admitted it went on for a long time. And I think that with better de-escalation and maybe separation with the parties and stuff like that, it might have been avoided. I don't think it was particularly egregious, but I don't think it was nothing. So I'm kind of on that fence there where I don't want to, I definitely don't want to say that it's all fine. But I also don't want to say like, this is written up as assault and battery, and obviously it went to that point, but I don't think they were so at fault that it's egregious. So I'm really on the fence. So
Yeah, I think they could have done
I don't know
something.
where I'm at. Yeah,
I think
sorry.
the conversation that happened around the check went on too long. I don't think they could have predicted that this would have resulted in an assault as it did. Commissioner Saxon, do you have anything you'd like to
Yeah,
add?
no, I'm in agreement. I don't think that anything was clear. Perhaps it could be, especially if there's no history of this kind of things, maybe it's just a warning with correspondence.
Okay,
Or it could be no
correspondence.
violation, maybe no violation with correspondence, just because it just was so unclear.
Okay, so having listened to both of you, I do agree with both of you, Commissioner Curran and Commissioner Saxon, and I am going to move for no violation, but correspondence from the board regarding retraining the staff and de-escalation.
That sounds appropriate. I'm very much on the fence about it, and hearing everyone's opinion, I think that's an appropriate way to handle this one.
So it sounds like no violation with correspondence from the board, underscoring the importance of retraining the staff specifically on de-escalation.
Yes.
Item number 4, City Roadhouse Inc. doing business as Harry's Bar and Grill located at 1430 to 1432 Commonwealth Ave in Brighton. Dated the incident February 28th, 2023. Intoxicated patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
Just two different notes going here. I see no violation.
Yeah, I didn't think we had enough on this one.
I agree.
Item number 5, TGI Fridays Inc. doing business as TGI Fridays located at 1 Brigham Circle. Dated the incident February 17th, 2023. Patron on patron, assault and battery in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Thanks, Danny. These alleged druggings are something that we're very concerned with in the city. The testimony was that the patron seemed fine when she left. The testimony was that she was served 2 drinks at the establishment and that she left with her friends. The police reviewed the video and did not see anything suspicious. I don't think I can get to a violation here.
Yeah, I didn't think we had enough to find the premises liable here.
I agree.
Item number 6, Castaneda Gomez Corporation doing business as La Fonda Colombiana located at 972 to 974 Saratoga Street in East Boston. Dated the incident December 7th, 2022. Bottle service taking place without Boston Licensing Board permission in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
The licensee cannot leave a bottle unattended. They can't plead that they didn't know they couldn't do that. They need to review our rules and regulations. For those reasons, I find a violation and my vote is for a warning.
I agree.
I agree.
Danny, what's their history though?
They were written up for bottle service recently. We held a hearing in February and found no violation.
So this is a violation and a first warning.
Item number 7, the licensee failed to appear and is being rescheduled to our next available hearing date. Item number 8, Protective Order of Elks, Brighton, Mass Lodge, number 2199, doing business as Protective Order of the Elks, located at 326 Washington Street in Brighton. Dated the incident February 18th, 2023, overcrowding, 187 on mechanical count, capacity 143, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
The testimony at the hearing was that there was a private party going on in one room in the back and patrons are coming back and forth, and the establishment wasn't aware that that was having an impact on their overall capacity count. I think this was a question of misunderstanding and not fully appreciating how to keep an accurate count of capacity. So for those reasons, I don't see a violation.
May I suggest correspondence for the record, so we can kind of document that this happened
Yes,
for the future? Because this was a matter of different counts for different rooms, right?
yes,
That's how I saw it. So yeah, so I want to have it documented if it happens again.
okay. Thank you.
I agree.
No violation, correspondence from the board. And item number 9, Erdem LLC doing business as Alibaba located at 99A Cambridge Street in Charlestown, dated the incident March 8th, 2023, premise operating past post at 11 p.m. closing hour in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9.
They have zero history, and they have since applied to extend their hours. This is a CV license, and I see no violation.
Sounds good.
I agree.
Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. Item number 1, Pinoy Cabayan LLC doing business as Pinoy Cabayan Filipino Asian Cuisine, located at 71 to 73 Broad Street, has applied for a common vitular license, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Manager Jen F. Miller.
One second. So this is a CV license. The licensee has agreed not to do delivery for the first few months, and when they do, they would notify the board and BTD. There's only 16 seats. I appreciate the fact that Counselor Flynn would like us to defer this for a meeting with the Wharf District Council. But I also appreciate the fact that ONS had no issues and didn't believe a community meeting was necessary. I really don't want to have our vote stall business here, but I do respect the fact that there could be more work to be done with the Wharf District Council. My vote would be to approve the CV license and request that they meet with the Wharf District Council as soon as possible.
I agree.
That makes sense.
So granted and request that they meet with the Wharf District Council.
Yes, and notify us if they bring third-party delivery online.
Item number 2, Clover Ventures LLC doing business as Bostonia Public House located at 131 State Street, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Nicholas Dalimonte.
I vote to approve Mr. Delamonte as manager of record. I believe he is the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 3, Colwyn Management Inc. doing business as AC Hotel by Marriott South End located at 225 Albany Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Kimberly Tobias.
I vote to approve Ms. Tobias as manager of record. I believe she was previously approved, but she, in my estimation, is the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 4, Food Fiesta Group LLC doing business as Casa Bonita Mexican Grill located at 1033 Massachusetts Ave in Roxbury, has petitioned to provide bottle service on their licensed premise.
The applicant has provided a very strong operations plan for bottle service, a strong security plan, and there's a lot of support in the community, so I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 5, Guira and Tambora LLC doing business as Guira and Tambora located at 4014 Washington Street in Roslindale, has petitioned to provide bottle service on their licensed premise.
For the same reasons as the previous application, they have a strong security and operations plan and support from the community. I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 6, Osnamak Inc. doing business as Centerfolds located at 12 to 18 LaGrange Street, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers, and has petitioned for a change in ownership interest.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 7, the Neiman Marcus Group LLC doing business as Neiman Marcus located at 5 Copley Place, has petitioned to change the license type to a Section 12 general on premise.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 8, Hard Rock Cafe International STP Inc., doing business as the Hard Rock Cafe located at 20 Clinton Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to Bar Taco Fenway LLC, doing business as Bar Taco located at 100 Van Ness Street, Suite 106. McKenna Smith, manager, closing hour 2 a.m. indoors and 11 p.m. outdoors.
I vote to approve Ms. Smith as manager of record. I believe she has the appropriate character and fitness to serve. I also vote to approve the 2 a.m. closing. And request that the applicant come back to us should they move towards third-party delivery, or not come back to us, notify us about any third-party delivery so we can work through some of those issues with BTD. And I have no other issues here.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 9, LLH LLC, doing business as Trader Joe's located at 500 Boylston Street, has applied for a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license. Manager Matthew Kosiak, closing time 9 p.m.
I vote to approve. I believe this application meets the requirements of public need for this type of license in this location. Mr. Kosiak is already approved as a manager of record in Elston. I have no other issues with this application.
I vote to approve as well.
I agree.
Moving on to non-hearing transactions. The following are applying for a new common victualler license at a previously licensed location. Item number 1, Bread LLC, doing business as Bread Gourmet located at 23 Dry Dock Avenue. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday. Tambo Barrow, manager of record.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item number 2, Stubby's Seaport LLC, doing business as Stubby's located at 43 Northern Ave. Saga Mali, manager of record. Hours of operation 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 3, Gigi's Cuisine LLC, doing business as Gigi's Restaurant located at 1158 River Street in Hyde Park. Laurette Nduque, manager of record. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item number 4, BYA Inc., doing business as Black Seed located at 140 Tremont Street. Youssef Ibrahim, manager of record. Hours of operation 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item number 6, Detroit Pizza Company, doing business as Detroit Pizza, located at 600A Washington Street in Brighton. Anastasios Anastasiadis, manager of record. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Following have applied to make changes to their existing common victualler licenses. Items 1, 2, and 3, Brugger's Enterprises Inc. At 3 locations, 7 School Street, 375 Longwood Ave, and 631A to 683 VFW Parkway, has a petition to change their CFO to Jessica DePietro.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
And the following have applied to make changes to their existing lodging house licenses. Joseph E. Coppola, doing business as Copley House at 4 locations, 239 West Newton Street, 41 St. Patolph Street, 171 St. Patolph Street, and 240 West Newton Street, has requested to change the manager to Christian Moen.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
The following has applied for a 1-day amendment to their existing license. The Envoy Hotel, doing business as Para Maria, located at 70 Sleeper Street, has applied for a 1-day amendment to their existing license to include the outside area of Para Maria Restaurant for a party on May 5th, 2023, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
The board has before them a list of applications for special 1-day alcohol licenses, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board. And there are 2 items for acknowledgement on old and new business. Item number 1, the board is in receipt of a writ of attachment from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Superior Court Department. This is from Beacon Fruit and Produce Company. It's a writ of attachment served on Curry Quarters LLC, doing business as Shanti Express, located at 49 Warren Street, attaching the personal property of the licensee to the value of $34,000. This complaint was approved on March 22nd.
Acknowledged. Is that what we want to do?
And item number 2, the board is in receipt of correspondence from Big Night Venues Boston 1 LLC, Doing business as Red Lantern located at 41 to 45 Stanhope Street, notifying the board of its permanent closure. And those are all of the items before the board for this week. That will adjourn this morning's voting hearing. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
You too.